Daily Words of God. Those who are able to stand firm during God's work of judgment and chastisement during the last days, that is, during the final work of purification, will be the ones who will enter into the final rest alongside God. As such, all those who enter into rest will have broken free of Satan's influence and been obtained by God after having undergone his final work of purification. These humans, who will have been finally obtained by God, will enter into the final rest. The purpose of God's work of chastisement and judgment is, in essence, meant to purify humanity for the sake of the ultimate rest. Without such cleansing, none of humanity could be classified into different categories according to kind, or enter into rest. This work is humanity's only path to enter into rest. Only God's work of purification will cleanse humans of their unrighteousness, and only His work of chastisement and judgment will bring to light those disobedient elements of humanity, thereby separating those who can be saved from those who cannot, and those who will remain from those who will not. When this work ends, those people who are allowed to remain will all be cleansed and enter a higher state of humanity, in which they will enjoy a more wonderful second human life upon the earth. In other words, they will commence their human day of rest and coexist with God. After those who are not allowed to remain have been chastised and judged, their true colors will be entirely exposed, after which they will all be destroyed, and, like Satan, will no longer be permitted to survive upon the earth. The humanity of the future will no longer include any of this type of people. Such people are not fit to enter the land of the ultimate rest, nor are they fit to join in the day of rest that God and humanity will share, for they are the targets of punishment and are wicked, unrighteous people. They were redeemed once, and they have also been judged and chastised. They also once rendered service to God. However, when the final day comes, they will still be eliminated and destroyed due to their wickedness and as a result of their disobedience and inability to be redeemed. They will never again come into being in the world of the future, and will no longer live among the human race of the future. Whether they are spirits of the dead or people still living in the flesh, all evildoers and all those who have not been saved will be destroyed once the holy among humanity enter into rest. As for these evil-doing spirits and humans, or the spirits of righteous people and those who do righteousness, regardless of what era they are in, all those who commit evil will ultimately be destroyed, and all those who are righteous will survive. Whether a person or spirit will receive salvation is not entirely decided on the basis of the work of the final age. Rather, it is determined by whether or not they have resisted or been disobedient toward God. People in the previous era who committed evil and could not attain salvation will undoubtedly be targets for punishment, and those in the current era who commit evil and cannot be saved will surely be targets for punishment too. Humans are categorized on the basis of good and evil, not by which epoch they live in. Once thus categorized, they will not be punished or rewarded immediately. Rather, God will only carry out His work of punishing evil and rewarding good after He has finished carrying out His work of conquest in the last days. Actually, He has been separating humans into good and evil ever since He started doing His work of mankind's salvation. It is just that He will reward the righteous and punish the wicked only after His work has come to an end. It is not that He will separate them into categories upon the completion of His work, and then immediately set about the task of punishing evil and rewarding good. Rather, this task will be done only when His work is wholly finished. The entire purpose behind God's ultimate work of punishing evil and rewarding good is to thoroughly purify all humans, so that He may bring a purely holy humanity into eternal rest. This stage of His work is the most crucial. It is the final stage of the whole of His work of management. If God did not destroy the wicked, but instead allowed them to remain, then every human would still be unable to enter into rest, and God would not be able to bring all of humanity into a better realm. Such work would not be complete. When His work is finished, the whole of humanity will be entirely holy. Only in this way will God be able to live in rest peacefully.